Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be giving you my thoughts as well as discussing GTA 6 Trailer 2 which came out on Tuesday. We're going to be talking about the trailer as well as looking at the screenshots and giving my thoughts and impressions on the game. And if you want my uh, opinion right now, it looks incredible and we're going to talk about that as we go along. So let's pull up the trailer. I'm not going to play the audio or all of it because some of the music is copyrighted. Um, so we're just gonna put the trailer on here and, and look at it. And I've seen this trailer about a couple dozen times. It's a fantastic trailer, packed full of detail. And here already, we can already see this part of the map, which again is it looks fantastic. There's so much there's a lot of trees and types of plants, and there's just so much, there's properties, and there's so much life as well. There's birds, there's boats, there's um various other things going on here. It looks really good.
Doing up there? We're just fixing some leaks. Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands.
The light bouncing off the window, revealing dirt and some like rust on the front of Brian Heater's car. This is a new character, by the way. Brian Heater. We'll talk more about him later in the later down the line. We've also got a raccoon here crawling out of a bin as well. It's quite
I got
cool.
some properties with paying tenants. Oh, that's why you came by? Just go get me my checks.
We can also see again reflections. We can see some trees reflecting off the puddles here and here as well. As well as the shadows bouncing off this car here, as well as on the boat as well. It looks absolutely incredible.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
I also see some sweat. Sorry, the light reflecting off Jason's body as well. And speaking of Jason's body, he looks quite muscular from what we've seen in the artwork, as well as the trailer one as well. We'll talk more about Jason's um, his physique and body shape in a second.
See you, Brian.
Um, but you can see again the light reflecting off his back and sweat, um, which looks again fantastic.
Love you, Jason.
Here we can see the sky reflecting off the window here, as well as on the front windshield, as well as his glasses as well. I'm pretty sure we also see that when he's talking to Brian as well. Let's find a shot. 2 seconds.
Paying tenants. Oh, that's why.
Yep. So in his shades, you can see the environment around Jason reflecting off his shades, which is a nice piece of attention to detail. Um, and again, the light again reflecting off his chest as well.
You came by? Just go get me my checks. See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
And again, going back to this scene, this looks to be Rockstar's classic seamless transition from cutscene to gameplay as well. Here, we also see his face reflecting off the glass there in the door. And back to this shot, we can also see the environments um, around him reflecting off the windshields here, um, off the mirrors of his car. I'm going to mute the audio here because I don't want to get copyrighted. But again, it just looks absolutely insane. There's just so much detail in every scene. We also see like bits of the car here, like just tearing off as well. Uh, Oops, this went back to the start. I'm just gonna just put it back. Here we can see on Jason's watch, it looks to be showing the actual in-game time, which is really cool. And right here, we see the coins. They shuffle forward as Jason opens the cash register, like like right there. I'll try and um, slow it down here. 1.5 should be fine. Um, yeah, so it's yeah. You see the coins. Oh no, it's 2.5. Sorry. I increased the time by mistake. Yeah. So we see, as I said, the coins they shuffle forward here, which is again a nice piece attention to detail. And this scene here as well. This clearly shows that first person is going to be an option to play the game in. Um, Judging by this camera angle, it might not, but this gives us the impression that first person mode will be returning to, or will be in this game. And we're seeing the first person mode get introduced to GTA 5 when the game came to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and coming to Red Dead Redemption 2, which not a lot of people expected, but it was awesome to have that because it gave you a new perspective to play the game in. And of course, the game looks fantastic first person when you're reloading guns in Red Dead and GTA, and I'm sure it will look fantastic in GTA 6 as well. And we can see some cars here as well, some newer cars. You can see the Coquette is there. I think that's a BJ there, a BJ XL possibly. Speedophile being on a trailer. I'm not too sure what this car is. It looks like pretty sure it's the Vapid logo there. Not too sure what this one is. Just looking at it from behind, not really too sure there. But we can see NPCs here. You know, they're working on the side, doing some stuff with the grass and various other parts. And again, we see some location names. We've got Vice City International Airport. We've got Ambrosia, which is one of the new locations. Downtown, so it's like the downtown area. And we've got Southside and Peacock Bay as well. Just gonna speed up the speed of this. There we go. Now, I mentioned the physique part earlier on, but we can see Jason again working out, and I mentioned earlier he looks a lot bulkier uh, in trailer 2, with abs and stuff, and this may be the return of the gyms coming back from GTA San Andreas. You'll be able to work, you'll be able to pull weights and work out in the game, which could increase your strength and your physique, which is really cool. That's one of the features that's been requested by fans, and it may as well be returning to GTA 6, which is really cool. But this might be a cutscene. It's not being confirmed yet, but again, it has raised that question. And we also see again more attention to detail here with these two NPCs. They're walking up to Jason. We can see some like dust clouds forming as they walk in the sand. Yeah, so you see for a split second, but again, it's the little things that really just make a massive difference. Well, not a massive difference. I mean, but like it's just it's little bits of detail that are just incredible to see. I'll play it back again. It's just this game just looks absolutely incredible. There you go. You saw it there. It looks fantastic. And here as well, we see the beer, the liquid, like moving as Jason's walking out of the store here from this camera position. As I said, we see the liquids move fantastically well. It's probably the best like moving liquid I've seen ever in a game. It looks again it looks fantastic. Um, I'll play it back here. Um, Slow motion. I'm constantly just pulling up these scenes because again it just looks insane. Um, So it's uh yeah, so you see the liquid there, it's moving in the beer bottles there, which again just looks incredible. Here we can see the light reflecting like off the walls, lights bouncing off the walls, which looks fantastic. Um, the sirens look really cool. The lights, I'm pretty sure the lights on the cop cars that got added in the recent GTA update are the ones that are being used in GTA 6. Um, yeah, it looks really good. Um, Here is the prison. This is the part of the trailer where we find out the names of Jason and Lucia, their full names. I'm going to play this scene out actually, so you guys can hear as
Caminos,
well.
she's supposed to be getting out.
Play back second.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
Yeah, so Jason Duvall and Lucia Caminos um, are their full names here. And again, we in this scene we see, as I said, we see Jason picking her up from prison. Um, in the artwork in trailer one, we saw Lucia with an ankle monitor, which can be seen here where my mouse cursor is. Um, so yeah, Jason's picking her up from the prison. I don't think the prison's name has been revealed yet. Um, I'm pretty sure we know what section map it is in though. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna turn the audio down because there's music looking copyrighted. But yeah, uh, that'll probably be the part of the game where we meet Lucia and we might be able to control her and so on. So yeah, and again, the hair physics look incredible. Um, I'll just play a scene back a bit here. The hair moves exceptionally well, so realistic. Um, really well. Again, it's a perfect example here as well, which is jumping up on uh, yes, the counter in this bank. You see the light reflecting off her glasses there, and just holding that. I it's an MP5. Um, yeah, it looks really good. And the hairs as well, unlike Jason's arms and his chest as well. We saw that in uh, the first scene of the trailer as well, which looks fantastic. And again, we saw the liquids bounce there as well, and the water looks beautiful. So is the colors, the sky, and the lights fighting off like the the platform. I can't think of the name, but yeah, platform. It looks really good. Here we have Brian's Boatworks and Marina. It's not just Boatworks and stuff that Brian does. We'll talk more about Brian later in the video. But they're clearly moving some stuff here in this play. We'll talk about that in a later bit. Here we have a great scene here, just showing the detail here. Like, look at all these bottles here. Everything just looks individually placed, and it just looks so detailed. And again, there's just so much detail here going on. It just looks incredible. I know I keep saying this looks incredible, this looks fantastic. It's because it's true. This game just looks unbelievable, you know? The amount of detail in this is clearly easily Rockstar's most detailed game they have ever made. Um, and I thought Red Dead 2 was the greatest game in terms of detail, and of course being the greatest game of all time, in my opinion. This game just blows Red Dead 2 out of the water in terms of detail and graphics and stuff. And we also see we see Cal here, Cal Hampton. We'll talk about Cal later in the video. So in this scene here, we see Jason talking to Lucia. We can see some bikers here in the background and a good look of Jason's face. Reminds me a little bit of Arthur Morgan, not gonna lie. Sure some people have said the same thing. Taking on here, here is one of the clubs. We actually see this logo present in trailer one when there's a plane um, going across. We see an ad for it, um, and we can clearly say these two characters are going to be in this club at some part in the game. We can see Jason and Lucia jumping out of a window here. Just play it back. Yep, so we can see we can see them jumping out of a building. I think this is a motel. We can clearly see a helicopter up above. The police possibly coming after them. Um, and here we have looks like some undercover police after possibly Jason, Lucia. We see police bust into some sort of property in trailer one. And again, we get a good look at these undercover cops here in this shot. And we also see a character here, which I think is going to be a massive part of the story here. We see him in the next shot, talking about how us cops have to protect each other. So he could possibly be a corrupt police officer. Yeah, and in this shot here, we see Jason firing a gun, possibly like a drive-by type thing. Yep, so he's firing a gun out of a car. And we see this room here with Lucia. This looks to be like cage fighting returning from the Ballad of Gay Tony, which could be like a side activity that you can do to increase possibly your damage in like melee combat. And I said a side activity to do in the world. There may be more of these like underground cage fighting or cage fighting like arenas in the world of GTA 6. We can see Jason Lucia in Jason's house. I'm pretty sure is actually being leased out by Brian. And we see a shot here of Lucia firing a grenade launcher. This looks to be like a part of gameplay. We see the police riot van from GTA 5 here. It looks to be, I think that's a Buffalo STX there. And explosion effects just look fantastic. Looks really good. In this scene, we can see. Oh, went by it. In this scene, we can see. I think by it again. Yep. Jason and Draquan reacting to some sort of video on the phone. We see a Doberman dog there as well as NPCs in the background and stuff. We see looks like Lucia jumping on some sort of worker on this plane, flying above these like buildings here. Looks to be quite an interesting mission. Looking forward to seeing how this mission pans out. And we see an SUV here hauling a container or crate uh, uh, down the road. Reminds me of the scene from Fast and Furious where Dom and Brian are when they steal the vault and they've got the chains and they're driving they're being chased throughout Brazil. Maybe you're getting chased with this crate attached to this car through the streets of Vice City or Ambrosia, wherever this scene takes place. Looks to be some sort of nightclub, possibly be the 919 Club, I think it's called. Um, and we see some cars here as well. Looks like a new Obey tailgater model. And we see a new Pegassi vehicle here, a new Lamborghini. Looks to be an Emperor Vector there. I think it's a Festa Growler, muscle car in the background, and again, this looks to be on like Ocean Drive, um, near the beach, which looks really, really good. And some NPCs, of course, posing, doing some actions and stuff, which is always nice to see. You know, other NPCs doing other things. Adds more immersion and stuff, which is really cool. And we get a scene here outside. It looks to be some sort of venue or like party, or a club. We see also NPCs dancing and stuff, and looks very detailed, and the colors look fantastic. And looks to be one of the many clubs. Maybe Booby Ache's club, possibly. Maybe wait and see. And here is another fantastic scene. We can see a lot of things here. We can see looks to be a Rockstar's take on a PS5. I'm not sure what this would be called. It looks like a DualShock 4 there. I'm sure Rockstar will come up with a clever name for their take on a games console. Might be the Exorbio something gaming system. We see the TV here reflecting off this like picture frame, and we can also see the bubbles in the bottle rise upwards, which looks fantastic. Looks really good. And again, we see the lights reflecting through the glass. Here you can see it looks unbelievable, you know. And this character here is to be a looks to be a reimagined version of Phil Cassidy in the HD universe. Of course, if you guys weren't aware who aren't aware of Phil Cassidy in the 3D universe in GTA games and GTA 3 and Vice City, it's been a while since I played those games. But yeah, when I saw Phil here, or maybe one of Phil's um, grandchildren or his son or something, um, I was like, yeah, he looks very familiar, and his gun shop, and we see lots of different weapons here, which might mean that the weapons in GTA 6 are going to be a lot broader, a broader selection. Because you see different types of rifles here, and some shotguns, and some pump action shotguns, semi-automatic shotguns and stuff. And the gun that he's holding here looks quite similar to like one of the Mark II weapons with the Independence Day liveries on it. So possibly in-depth gun customization returning to the game. Um, and again, this is one of the adverts that are in the that will be on TV. I'm actually going to play the audio first because it's actually pretty good. I'm going to just play it back here. 2 seconds.
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Yeah, and he's holding an LMG that we can see there, which I'm pretty sure has a scope on it. And he's also firing on top of his shop. You know, Phil's ammunition protecting your rights. Yeah, I can't wait to watch TV in GTA 6. Yeah, there's a scope on it there, and possibly an extended magazine. So I'm sure we might see multiple adverts from Phil and some radio commercials. And we can see Lucia coming in the shot here where Jason's lying on the couch. Supposed to be sleeping there in this shot. And looks to say LDC, so possibly some like community service stuff. That's a part of her, or like she's on probation, is doing community work, community service. So yeah, and we see the light reflecting off the glass table here, which again, you know, the light's reflecting through the ball here as well. Looks really, really good. And we see the buzzard returning as well, with a gun on the side this time. Looks to be the machine guns, and the missiles might be took off the buzzard for this mission. Might have the machine guns, missiles, and his gun on the side, which would be really, really cool. With some sort of mission here, the tailing after this with these hovercrafts. I forgot the name of these vehicles, but these vehicles will be. I'm pretty sure they'll be used in this area. Called the Lady of the Keys. We see Jason, Lucia on a jet ski here. Out in the water, we see a yacht here with lots of NPCs on top and party and stuff. We see Jason on a bike here with a dodo playing above him. And we see Lucia jump in from a bike to this back of this trailer here. Looks to be a car in the back there. And you can see some of the buildings as well, which look really good. Some lights inside. Looks fantastic. I see some sort of motel room. Maybe the motel that Jason and Lucia are jumping out of when they're escaping from the police. As seen roughly. If I can find it on the. Yeah, like here. So they're jumping out. Yep. But motel room. Play back to where we just were. Yep, so jumping on the back there, and then we see the motel room. And we see Lucia, maybe Jason there, firing a police helicopter, some sort of mission here. They're being pursued by police out on the seas. And we see Jason jumping back of a car here. Lucia's on a mission here, saving him from something. And we see Cal here with a beer bottle. We see the liquid fall out of the bottle as he's moving. This will be Brian's marina boat shop we saw earlier in the trailer as well when they were supposed to be loading some containers inside. And then we see the final shot where Jason and Lucia, I assume, are in that car and they're driving through Vice City. And we see all these buildings here. Vice City looks to be huge, like 10 times the size of like Los Santos in GTA 5. So yeah, and that's trailer 2. It looks incredible. A couple of songs used in this trailer. The main one was Pointer Sisters, which I'm pretty sure, like on Spotify, the search for that increased like 182,000% or something, or like the amount of plays, which is insane. Because everyone's vibing to the song, and it is quite a good song. First time hearing it, and it's again, the trailer is fantastic, and Rockstar just don't miss when it comes to trailers and their song choice. Everything's always on point. And it looks beautiful. I can't wait to just drive through this city and explore the whole entire map. It's gonna be amazing. And we see the logo here. And the release date is May 26th. So, time of recording this, the game was delayed, or announced it got delayed on the Friday the 2nd of May. And then Rockstar on the newswire stated that like coming soon they would announce more details. Little did we know that it would only come a matter of a couple of days later, and we got all this information. And here it says catch it on PS5. They don't specify what PS5, just says PS5. So yeah, this trailer was, as I said, is running on your standard PS5, and this was further acknowledged in a post made by Rockstar on their X profile. I'm not sure if they made it on Instagram or Facebook or anything. I should have made it on Facebook as well, where they announced that this trailer was shot entirely on PS5 with a mix of gameplay and cutscenes, which is again just insane. So yeah, it looks absolutely incredible, and we're going to look at some other scenes here. We see Jason and Lucia, they're standing holding each other in front of on Ocean Drive. He said Jason Duvall. We get some more shots of him. Different hairstyles, clearly showing that there's going to be a lot more customization we can do for Jason, Lucia, multiple hairstyles, and Um, then compared to GTA 5, you can customize these characters a lot to basically however you please with clothing as well. Um, you go, he's got a bit of a beard here, and the watch there again. I mentioned with the watches showing the in-game time. Um, the lighting looks really, really good. You see another shot of Jason here. V-Rock on the t-shirt. Possible, possibly bringing back V-Rock into GTA 6. I would love that. Will Laszlo be the host? Maybe, maybe not. I know he left Rockstar a couple of years ago in 2020, but um, if he done any voice work for the video station when he was still there or in the development of this game, I will be in absolute awe. I love Laszlo, love his work, love all he's done for Rockstar. The guy's a legend. I'd love him to be at least have like a segment on the video station or a part of the game. That'd be really, really cool. And again, in this little clip here, we see Jason pointing a gun. Looks to be robbing a store here. And again, some more screenshots. And again, the guns look really detailed. Look really, really good. Uh, again, we see the city behind him, the lights. It just looks so good. Nice senior for shirt. He's looking against a tree. Another hairstyle. Again, showing those different types of hairstyles. Again, here he has some longer hair. And we see the fishing with his cow here. The fishing making its debut in GTA 6. Another city activity probably. Um, which is always nice to see. Lots of other things you can do uh, outside the main story. And we see Lucia Caminos, and we see her looks to be in some sort of gym in a punching bag. We see her wearing AirPods, possibly allowing us to listen to music, maybe when we're working out or other parts of the map. And we see her by the pool here. We see the light reflected through the glass, or drink in our glasses, and the water. It looks, and again, I know I've said this about a million times, but it looks incredible. There's there's no other words to describe it. It just does. It just looks sensational. And again, another hairstyle here, longer hair. Um, again, as I said, you know, multiple hairstyles, a lot more hairstyles as compared to Michael Franco and Trevor. And the hair looks amazing as she's sticks her head out of the window. See the wind flowing through her hair. Moves really, really well. Probably the best hair physics I've seen in a game. Some more screenshots. The light reflecting off her face. Looks to be a not really too sure. I'm not really too sure what that gun is. Looks to be some sort of detective probably or an enemy looking for her. See light reflecting off her eyes. Looks to be the 919 Club. See Lucia here on the dance floor. And see another shot of her on a bike. Gloriana license plate. Another state, perhaps, in GTA 6, or uh, maybe there'll be other characters that are from other states that are bringing their vehicles into Leonida or Leonida. I'm sure we'll find the pronunciation of that at some stage when we play the game, or in a future trailer or something. Here we have an artwork of Jason Lucia. The motel looks absolutely beautiful. The artworks for Rockstar titles look so good. They have fantastic artists working under their working for them. Here we see Cal, Jason's friend, and a fellow associate Brian's. Cal feels safest hanging at home, sipping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. Reminds me of Nervous Ron with that description there. Working for Brian. Maybe that guy who's, he's checking out the radio, the airwaves, when if the cops are, if it's safe to distribute some drug sales or something. Brian's drug operation. Um, some folks said it may be our game's Leicester. I doubt it. I think he'll be that guy who just said he's checking the videos and the operations and stuff like that for Brian and stuff. But he looks really cool. And you see a shot of him with Jason here. Violence is cool. Thanks, video games. Uh, and you see Brian here. It looks to be some sort of like crazy golf course. Um, this would be absolutely amazing if this was playable. Playing crazy golf and campaign or possibly GTA 6 online. I have to wait and see. His shirt looks amazing, by the way. With the aliens on it, it looks really cool. Here's another shot of Jason. Oh, no, Jason. Cal here on the boat, plane flying overhead, and we get some more shots of some Cal, of shots of Cal, and he's standing here by beside Jason. In some sort of bar, playing pool. I would love pool to come back in GTA 6. That'd be so cool. I love all these little side things to do. It's just like I would love to have this back and bowling and darts and as I mentioned crazy golf. You know, all these little side things to do with characters would be so cool. Here we see him lounging in the pool, sleeping. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be a fun character to interact with and see. Here I have Vice City here. Explore Vice City. See some gorgeous shots of Vice City and the its NPCs in the city here. You have the Vice sign, which the Vice City sign, which reminded me a lot of Bad Boys. In some scenes of Bad Boys films, we see the plane flying over the sign. I don't think it's actually a Vice, no, it's the Miami sign in Bad Boys. We see the planes flying over that. I don't think there's actually a Miami sign. I could be wrong, but it reminded me a lot of Bad Boys. We see a shot here of these two NPCs standing at this the railing. Looks like some sort of hotel here. It looks absolutely amazing on the beach here. Looks so good. You get a good shot of the city. See the basketball going on here. Basketball also coming back from San Andreas. Lots of stuff going on here. We see some police officers look to be chasing after this fellow down here. Helicopter. There's just so much life going on here. It looks really good. You see his two NPCs here. We see his teeth looks to have be what do you call those? Yeah, he's teeth customization possibly. You know, you can change your character's mouth. I would expect something like this to be in GTA 6 online. I don't think we would do this for Jason or Lucia. We have to wait and see. But again, the attention to detail here, these characters looks really good. And as I said, the character uh, NPCs, they all look amazing. They look really good. And here we see some more detail here, the sunburn on the characters, the light reflecting off the bodies and sand kicking, or sand getting flicked as you're walking. Looks really good. Attention to detail again is just wild. And here we see a shot here with some he's getting arrested. We see the light reflecting off the back of the police car here. It looks amazing. Again, I mentioned about the reflections. Reflections here look fantastic. You see one of the clubs here. This will be possibly Baby Ike's club. We'll talk about Baby Ike in a second. This looks to be like an entertainment area of the map. You can see the Sahara Arena. You can see the concert hall here. You can also see the Vice City Arts Centre, Ferris wheel, and looks to be a cruise ship behind it, up near the docks area. It'd be really cool if we could see some like NPCs perform at these like arenas and buildings, the concert hall or Sahara Arena. If we see characters perform like music or like comedy shows returning for GTA 4 or something, or like DJ sets like we've seen in GTA Online. Stuff like that would be really cool. Here's another arena here, or at least I think it is. That'd be really, really cool. Because we see some like IRL characters perform like in game. We've seen like in GTA 4 we saw uh, real life comedians and perform at uh, 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 comedy shows, do comedy shows. Um, Danny Boyle, Ricky Gervais, Cat Williams and stuff. Really cool to see some IRL artists and performers perform in the game. Really cool. And another shot here under a bridge. We see some cars driving by, and again the reflections and detail again looks absolutely amazing. Here's BB-8. BB is a local Vice City legend, acts like it, one of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire, spanning real estate, a strip club, and a recording studio. BB's all smiles until it's time to talk business. And you see a picture of him, uh, some screenshots. Looks to be a gold clip there, looks really sick. Again, I mentioned earlier about the weapons. Gun customization looks to be a lot more in depth to what we have in GTA Online and GTA 5, GTA Online, and Redemption 2. And again, here we see him with some gold teeth. I definitely think we'll be able to customize our characters' dentures in GTA 6 Online, but we'll definitely find out more about GTA 6 Online as the as time goes on. Here we see a cliff him in his club. Pretty sure that's Draquan Priest there. Yeah, character models look really good. Here we see him in the club. Oh yeah, Young Ancestor. If you guys aren't aware of Young Ancestor, he's a character that got introduced in the Dan Casino and Resort. No, Dan Casino Heist update. Young Ancestor, who's actually Danny Brown, maybe in GTA 6, because we can see this guy's rocking a Young Ancestor shirt. You have Leonida Keys. Yeah, this part looks amazing. We saw a shot of Leonida Keys in trailer 1 with the Dodo plane again in the sky. This part looks amazing. Like, could you imagine like having like a 5-star, 6-star warning level, and you're just cruising down this, or you're speeding down this motorway with like about a million cop cars behind you, police choppers in the sky? It's gonna be amazing. And again, we see the city in the distance there. It is absolutely beautiful. It's so beautiful. We see a lot of NPCs here. We see a lot of iguana there, or dragon, or dog. Some mobility scooters. Lots of types of NPCs here. Get more NPCs. And this shot, this looks so beautiful. The underwater world. We see some turtles, some fish, some eels. We see an NPC here diving underwater. It'd be really cool if there was something underwater secrets, which I'm sure Rockstar will definitely throw in, because I'm pretty sure there was some. There was underwater secrets in GTA 5 that you could explore. There's like crash spaceships, planes. There was a body like strapped to a pole as well that you could find, which I'm pretty sure was like tied to like a murder mystery, which is really really dark and creepy, but it's stuff to find. Um, Here again we see some boats here of all NPCs chilling and partying and stuff. This looks really really cool. Moving on to Draquan Priest. Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster, even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet. Breaking music was the goal. We see some screenshots of Draquan. Looks to be in Booby's club. Pretty sure we'll hear him making some music, and we'll probably hear it on some radio stations and Booby's recording studio. Here we see him, a little clip of him walking through the studio. Here we see him making music. Here's a fantastic shot of him. Here the colours look absolutely beautiful. Grass rivers. All these screenshots of the grass rivers look absolutely beautiful. We're going to talk about uh, this one. This shot is absolutely insane. You know, we see the sunburn here. Attention to detail. These characters is incredible. We see the sunburn here. We see some sort of strap on his head. He's took it off. You see the sunburns like end here. We see the multiple types of rifles here. As I said, I mentioned earlier, the weapons that you're able to use looks to be very broad. You know, the options a lot broader than seen in any Rockstar game, in any GTA and Red Dead game. And as I said, we see them with hunting animals, and we see a cat or something, or a cougar or something, and then a crocodile as well, because it's there's gators, as mentioned, around these parts in the grass rivers, and we see a shot here of the grass rivers. Looks to be some sort of like shops and stuff, and like restaurants maybe. You see a over the head shot of these two characters or the NPCs on one of these hovercrafts. Double barrel shotgun there, and some gators are pursuing them. And here we see a shot here of a car on the grass rivers being pursued by police. The helicopters look amazing. We see some gators here as well. And you have Real Dimes, viral videos, viral hooks. Baylux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls have the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold, hard cash via spicy rap tracks and a relentless social media presence. Here we see artwork of them and screenshots. Pretty sure this is Baylux, and then here's Roxy. And these two are making music as well, just like Drake One. And these two are a duo. So we see her in a recording studio. And here's Roxy and the Carlos B. Drake One as well. Yeah, Roxy on the chain, a bit of a giveaway. And we see a clip of Day2 in some sort of club. Here we see them dancing, performing on top of a car. Social media presence, as we've seen in trailer 1. Here we see the both of them performing in the recording booth. And you have Port Gellhorn. Cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring tourists back, but there's a new economy, and this once popular vacation spot. Served by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold onto your wallets. So yeah, this looks to be one of your deprived areas of the map. Again, you'll mention is run down. See you see here. Doesn't really look all too safe here. Probably one of your more shady parts of the map. Lots of activities going on here. Gangs operating down neck of the woods. Yep, these individuals don't really look too friendly. There's another shot here. See some looks to be some methamphetamine here being sold to this individual meth dealer. And here's one of the clubs. The lighting again looks incredible. I would love there to be the Rockstar editor, because there's a fantastic community of talented people who have been able to pull off some incredible shots in GTA 5 and GTA Online, and this the photo mode in Red Dead Redemption 2. The they're so talented. I've seen some incredible shots by a lot of incredible photographers, virtual photographers. Would love to see that come back. You see some sort of fire. I'm pretty sure that's the girl who sticks her tongue out in trailer 1, but she's obviously not facing. You can't see her face, but the hat gives it away in her vest there. And we see them campfire, and they're having a fun time, chilling and stuff. You have Raul Batista. This guy really does interest me. I'm pretty sure he's going to be our guy who's going to be giving us like jobs and stuff, jobs to do, bank jobs. We see a clip of him, and we see Lucia in it as well. So yeah, we'll definitely be pulling off some scores of this guy. Confidence, charm, and cunning. Raul is a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for talent, ready to take the risks that bring the biggest rewards. Here we have a fantastic artwork of Raul here. You see a shot of him, looks to be some sort of base of operations, a nerve center to where he plans his scores. You see him on some sort of boat here in Vice City. Here we go, here's our clip. Let's see Lucia there. And this scene reminiscent of that shot from Heat, where Val Kilmer is firing a rifle with shades on, middle of a bank robbery. I'm pretty sure it's Jason there. A ghost mask on her as well. There's a similar face mask to what she was wearing in the trailer. This might be, like, my thoughts of this scene with her getting arrested. This might be like the opening part of the game. Raul, Jason, and other people who are tagging along in the score or members of the crew get away, but Lucia might not get lucky, and that might lead to her arrest. That's just my thoughts, but I have to wait and see. Here we see him with a modified pistol here with a scope on it, some cash in the bag, and he's driving stuff. So yeah, again, mentioned gun customization being a lot more in depth. You see him in a suit here, some sort of some bar or something, or club. You have Ambrosia, another location or part of the map. Keeping Leonidas sweet. The battle for health and wealth of Leonida begins here. In the heart of Leonida, American industry and old school values still reign supreme, whatever the cost. Ally Crystal Sugar Refinery provides the jobs, while the local biker gangs provide almost everything else. And again, this is probably another part of the map where we'll see a lot of gangs, particularly biker gangs, operating. You see them in formation here, cruising through the streets of Ambrosia, the roads and streets of Ambrosia. Another biker here. So detailed. Revolvers as well. Tattoos. Looks really good. Here we have a industrial part of the map. Beautiful shot here. The lights, the fire, plants and stuff, the roads, the smoke. It just looks so good. So good. Now shot here with some car washers, and we see a beautiful shot of a car interior. Looks so detailed. We see the speed dials there, radio, the car's touch screen. Looks really good, and see a lot of the hairs as well on the bodies. The character models look really good. You know, Brian Heater, I mentioned Brian at the start. Nothing better than a mudslide at sunset. Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling the keys, still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Laurie. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work, so yeah, he's set from afar while letting other folks sort his business. Um, Let me see Brian talking to Jason, start of the trailer. We see a picture, a screenshot of him talking to a character. Now show Brian in the car with Jason. This is probably one of the most talked about screenshots because a lot of folk have said on social media it's so detailed, it's so photorealistic. It tricks people thinking that is this a real picture? But no, it's the fine craft done by Rockstar and in GTA 6. See it again, we see the reflections of his glasses, the dirt on the windows. Is absolutely mesmerizing, the detail. You see a clip of Brian chilling. Nice screenshot of Brian. And he's giving Jason a gun. That's his wife Laurie. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier about the properties. Oh, sorry, yeah, Jason's house. Brian's letting Jason live rent free at one of his properties so long he helps with local shakedowns and stops by for Laurie's sangria once in a while. So yeah, he's got Jason staying in his house, and for in return he helps with Brian's dirty work, as said in his description here. Um, I hold so much grass on that plane I could make the state of Leonida levitate. Here we have Mount Calaga. I can't wait to explore the forests of Mount Calaga or Mount Calaga National Park. You see some dirt bikes. It's going to be so fun. I can definitely tell there's going to be some fun stunt races being made here or fun races being made in GTA 6 and GTA 6 Online. Oh, fantastic screenshot of the helicopter, Weasel News helicopter, reporting the right news, a knockoff of Fox News. You will see a shot of two individuals with hunting rifles walking through the forest. We see a dead animal there. We see a squirrel up against a tree, and again the forests look beautiful. Detail, vegetation is absolutely jaw-dropping. Here we got another shot here of some cliffs, some hills, some birds in the sky in the draw distance there. Looks incredible. And here we have another beautiful shot of the animals and the reflections and the lighting. Just, oh man, it's beautiful. And you have some kayaking, which which looks to be another activity. That will be GTA 6. We'll be able to kayak up and down these rivers, maybe more. And the closing scene, we have the camera is in the back of the boot or the trunk of the car. You see Jason getting strapped up, ready to do some legal activities. And there you go. GTA 6 coming May 26, 2026. A year out. We are so well. Technically, yeah, we're a lot closer to launch than we were. Yeah, I can't wait. There's so many things I want to say. The hype for this game is through the roof, as is lots of other people. I'm sure we'll hear more news and information in the coming months up to launch and the run up to launch. Especially news on GTA 6 Online or GTA Online 2 or GTA Online 3 if you want to call it that. Yeah, this game just looks unreal. Absolutely unreal. and look a quick look at the artworks here. This is the thumbnail artwork. Absolutely beautiful. I love the colours. Some pinks and oranges and blues. Absolutely beautiful. Here's trailer 1 artwork. Here's the artwork again without the text. And again, we've looked at some of these artworks and we were looking at uh, the characters beforehand. They look really, really good. Trailer 1 has 97 million views on YouTube. That will hit 100 million in the next day or two. According to the in a report by the Hollywood Reporter, exclusive one with Rockstar. Rockstar stated that trailer 1 in total, combined with all their platforms, it hit 475 million views in 24 hours. 475 million views in 24 hours. That is insane. Absolutely insane. 475 million. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It just shows that this is the most anticipated video game of all time. This generation is absolutely crazy to me. And in trailer 1, the game looked amazing, but in trailer 2, it completely blew my mind with the amount of detail, and you're clearly able to notice that yeah, they've changed a lot, they've updated a lot since then, and it just looks so good. And I'm sure when we see the trailer 3, it's gonna look even better. And then when the game's finally in our hands, it's gonna look even better, like we've seen in Redemption 2, GTA 5, and so on. The game just is going to be insane. I cannot wait to hear more, see more. I'm so excited for GTA 6. You can add to your wish list on PlayStation. We're only a year out, guys. Trailer, no, the game was meant to come out this year, but it has been delayed. But listen, I'll tell you this: the wait will be worth it. Let me tell you, the wait will be worth it. They delayed Red Dead Redemption 2 twice. The game ended up being flawless, incredible, and if Rockstar have to take the time to ensure GTA 6 is the best it can be, especially after looking at this trailer 2, they can take as much time as they need if it means that this game is going to be in the best position possible, but the best it can be for the millions and millions and millions of people that will be playing this game. So yeah, I'm very excited. Can't wait to play. Can't wait to see more. Can't wait to play. I will be pre-ordering this on the fly, and yeah, it's going to be an incredible time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are excited for GTA 6 and you can't wait to play the game like me, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, your excitement and your thoughts and on the trailers and screenshots. Um, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.